No.
And, did you ever, get any money from Maya Lansky?
I never got money from any of those fellas.
None of those
None
fellas?
of those fellas. None of these that I've been reading about, and none that I knew. They never gave me anything.
None of the Pachettes?
No. I don't even speak to them. I mean, I met that Charlie once or twice. I don't even talk to him.
You don't like it?
No.
Night Court with Joe Lanou live on X.
Also known as Duck Corella.
I refuse to answer on the grounds of main intent to
You got any business?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of intent to criminate.
You have any profession?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of main intent
You have
to
any
criminate.
occupation?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of main intent
Are
to
you a
criminate.
known racketeer?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of
Good evening. Welcome to our Friday night video show, our grand jury, where we watch law enforcement use of force videos, and we act as a grand jury. We're going to be judgmental. The only rules are you can only use what's on the screen. You can't pull your Google out and Google any more information. But tonight we have with us, we have a special guest, folks. We've got Dr. Douglas Ahern. I believe this gentleman is out of Texas because he's cool like that. But he's going to come in and be part of our Legal Mind panel tonight, which I'm pretty excited. Welcome, Doctor.
Hey, Joe. How are you tonight?
We're doing wonderful. We've got some good videos lined up, and I'm expecting the fireworks to fly tonight.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
To you, sir, as well, and a Happy New Year. And, of
Yes,
course,
sir.
we've got Lawyer Joe. She's going to sit in on that Legal Mind panel as well. Lawyer Joe, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
And, of course, we got Big Ron and Bruce, my co-host, to sit on the civilian side of this. And we're going to be waiting on a Friday night. I think we've got 2 more law enforcement. Jason is going to be running late tonight if he makes it at all. And then we've got Harley, our cadet, that is, I believe, is going to join us. But until then, let's figure out, not figure out, but let's watch and see how you get your family arrested.
Here's my stop. You're going 73 and a 55.
Any kind of drugs or alcohol or anything in the car?
No. Can I help you with something?
It's my son.
Okay. Do you have the insurance?
I don't have it on me right now. How fast can you go?
Going 73 and a 55. And it smells like weed in the car. You know he smokes weed?
It doesn't everybody. I don't know about it. So
Okay.
there's stuff in his car is what you're telling me?
Well, that's what it looks like.
You're going to get him out and look through the car?
I'm going to search the vehicle. Hop out for me, bud.
Don't get out of the car. Don't get out of the car.
Hop out of the car.
Do not get out of the car.
Why? Get out of the car.
Get out of the car.
Because it smells like weed in the car and they're shaking the car. Step back here. I'm going to take a look through the car. Do you have anything in there besides a little bit of weed or anything? If you don't move, you are going to get arrested too, ma'am.
You can arrest me.
If you don't move, you need to leave my stop now. You need to leave my stop.
Pull me over for speeding.
Yeah, what
You
is-
need to leave my stop now.
You can arrest
Get back in your car and leave.
I'm gonna be here
I'm
with
telling
my
you right
17-year-old
now.
son.
All right.
I will be here with my. He's pulling. He is pushing me.
You're under arrest.
Get on video.
Nope, you're under arrest.
Get on video.
You're under arrest.
Get off.
Get on the ground.
Are you kidding me?
Nope,
Get on
I'm
video.
not kidding you. I told you to stop.
Get it on video, Bryce. Get it on video. Are you kidding me right now? Get off of me. Are you kidding me?
Stop.
For nothing. What'd you
Get
do?
off. What are you
What'd you do?
doing?
What'd you
Get
do?
on video
17
now.
stop me.
I did nothing.
What'd you do?
Get it on video.
What'd you do?
Are you kidding me?
What'd you do?
I did nothing. I stopped for my 17-year-old kid.
Stand up.
Get off. Get off.
You want to go to jail too? Get out of my face.
My hands are off. My hands are off.
Get off of us. Who are you?
Turn around.
My hands are off.
What is wrong with
My
you?
hands are off. I haven't done
I
anything.
told you.
Put your hands up. Put your hands
You're
up.
under arrest.
Help. Help.
Stop. I told you to stop.
Hands off. What the f*** did you do?
If you don't get out of my face,
What? My hands are
you're
off.
going to get tased.
What am I doing?
Stop.
What am I doing?
Oh my God.
You're going to get tased.
I'm calling the police.
Brian.
I already have him on the way, bud.
Get off.
Stop. I told you. I told you.
Here, give me it, mother. Give me it. I'll record
You
it.
are under arrest.
Mother, give me your phone.
Put your hand behind your back. You are under arrest.
For what, mother?
You want to go to jail tonight too? Stop.
Stop.
There's a police that's illegally arresting my mother for nothing. That she did nothing wrong. There's a police. There's a sheriff.
Put your other hand behind your back.
Arresting my mother for nothing.
Put your other hand behind your back.
On the ground because she came over here.
He is pushing me
Put
down.
I'm a minor. He's
I told you.
abusing her right now.
Leave your hands behind your back.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
She can't breathe.
Well, you gotta keep your hands
Can't
behind your
breathe.
back.
Keep your hands on your back now. Now.
I can't breathe.
Now. Just listen.
I can't
Just
breathe.
listen.
Let me put you.
She can't breathe.
Touch me again, you're gonna get tased.
She can't breathe.
Touch me again,
She can't
you're
breathe.
gonna get tased.
She can't. Okay,
I'm telling you right now.
I'm not touching you, am I?
Back up.
No.
I can't breathe.
Back
What am
up.
I doing illegal? What
Back
am I
up.
doing
Can't
illegal?
breathe.
What am I doing illegal?
Breathe.
Let her breathe. Officer's not letting my mom breathe right now.
Help me.
Really?
Help, please.
Stop.
Arrest. Hey, put your hand behind your
Put your hand behind your back.
Put your hand behind your back, please.
Not letting her breathe, but
I'm not
she's
gonna tell
breathing
you
right
again.
now.
What did she do wrong? What did she do wrong, sir? What did
She didn't do
what did she do
anything
wrong
wrong.
to be slammed on the ground? Tell me. Tell me, please. Tell me. Hands are
Hands
up.
behind your back.
Hands are up.
Hands behind your back.
Hands are up. Behind my back.
You're going back.
Go, Bryce, go.
What did I do wrong, sir?
Get back on the ground.
Sir, why am I being arrested? Get on the ground. Why am I
Put
being
your
arrested?
hands behind your
Why am I
back.
being arrested? Tell me. I have every legal right to. For you to tell me why I'm being arrested. Why am I being arrested right now? Why am I being arrested right now? Tell me.
Stop.
Why are you slamming
Down on
me?
your knees. Down on your knees.
He doesn't hurt him.
Get down on your knees and wait. Get down on your knees. Get down.
Somebody record this. Somebody record this.
Help.
Record it, please.
Help.
Why am I being arrested right now? What's the
I'm okay. Just give me some units. I got 2 detained.
Emma, come here.
Stay down. Stay back.
Emma, stay here.
Can I get on my
Emma.
knees, sir?
Get on your knees.
I've been trying to.
You're both going to jail tonight.
For
Get on
what?
your
For
knees.
what?
Get on your knees.
Tell me why.
Get on your knees.
Why am I being arrested,
Now.
though? Sir.
Now.
Sir, sir,
I'm
why
not
am I-
telling you again.
I'm on my knees.
He's out of
You're
control.
both resisting
I'm
arrest.
on my knees.
You made it so I
Get
can't
on your knees,
What's wrong
please.
with you?
On your knees and do not move. Stay right there.
Hey, Emma, come here. I need.
Just record
Stay
it.
right there.
We have it recorded. What he did is ridiculous. It's all going to be all over social media. Just wait.
All over. It'll be all over social.
Both are getting in the car. You stay right there.
The 10 and 10
You just stay on your knees.
Where's my phone, Bryce?
You gotta stay on your knees.
Yes, sir. I haven't done anything.
Stand up for me. You get in the car.
Bryce, where's my phone?
Stand up. You
Oh,
get in
it
the
is
car.
all over the
I have.
Stand up.
Emma,
right there.
Emma.
It's right there.
Emma, have my phone.
You can just go.
Get my
Please.
phone.
Stand up. You're getting in the car.
Hey, check your phone.
Stand up for me.
Emma, grab my phone right there. Emma.
Get in the car. I don't know why you don't know how to listen.
Mother, get in the phone, please.
You're under arrest.
For what?
You're going to jail tonight.
He is a fucking.
You lucky you. Sheriff, that's
He pushed down me and me couldn't breathe. He's gonna get in some shit.
Yep.
It's gonna be all over Facebook.
Have a seat, please. You are going to jail tonight. Kick me. Make it a felony.
Quit.
Make it a felony, please.
My mother.
Get your feet in there. Sit down.
Car, mother. For me.
Oh, there's a felony. Good job.
Hey, I'm not doing anything wrong.
Fine.
Why am I being arrested?
You're being arrested for
what?
disorderly conduct
For what?
and obstruction. Disorderly.
Obstruction to what?
Me.
What did I do to you?
Getting in my face and grabbing
I did not
me.
get in your. I touched
Yes,
you
you
once.
did.
I rubbed your shoulder once.
You're going to jail too.
For
just
what?
So you know.
Are you sober right
That
now?
was nice of him to
Oh, I'm
rub his shoulder.
100%.
You sure?
yeah.
You don't sound very sober.
Back here.
Hands are. Hey, look, hands are behind my back. Look at
He
me.
needs to go in your car.
I'm doing nothing
Yep.
wrong.
Just for a minute. Do you people need to move on to that lot up there now?
So what have I done wrong? Besides speeding.
Get in the car.
I know. I am gently.
Get in the car.
You can be polite. You're a bitch.
Move your foot. Jesus Christ. Go into that lot now. Give me a minute. Will you tell them they can slow down? Jesus Christ.
It must be really small.
Hope you enjoy jail tonight.
Hope you enjoy your fucking life.
All right. I gotta catch my breath, dude. Yeah, I'm just out of breath.
I got you.
So,
I just pulled him up for weed. Looks like he's got weed in the car. Mom pulls up on scene. I try to just tell her, hey, he's got weed in the car. I'm going to pull him out of his car. She loses her shit, gets out of the car, starts interfering with my stop. And then I tell her to move on. She won't. Tell her she's under arrest. She says she isn't. And we go from there. Good, bud? Yeah, I'm good. I just got to catch my breath. Their whole family apparently is up there in that parking lot. I lost my flashlight. I've got their phones around here. They like to play the game. Oh, I should have a flashlight somewhere.
Maybe get in better shape,
Yeah, I'm good, man. Anything hurt? No. Okay. So, I go stop this car. He's doing 73. So I said, well, I'm going to get him out and I'm going to search the car. Well, she doesn't like that. So she's telling him not to get out. I get him out back here. She comes, start interfering with my stop. I tried to tell her to get back in the car. She wouldn't listen. So I told her she's under arrest. Said she's not under arrest. We wrestle. Took her down a few times. He kept getting in my face, kept trying to grab my arm. So she's definitely going to jail for obstruction, probably disorderly, and she spit on me.
She cuffed?
She is cuffed behind her back. Okay. Yeah, the whole time I'm trying to get her cuffed, he's down in my face trying to grab me. Okay. I lost my flashlight. Had his ID right here. It's somewhere in the grass. Where the hell's my flashlight? I think is that it. There it is.
Okay, there's a little more fireworks on the way to the jail, but I'm going to turn the volume down for this, and let's go ahead and talk about this. So, y'all remind me when it gets to my turn to tell you about the best response I've heard to a police officer being called fat. But, Corey, what do you think about this? Did Mama do anything wrong? She just stopped to make sure the law enforcement wasn't going to brutalize her son or shoot him or set him up with some sort of a felony offense, right?
Yeah. One thing is I haven't seen the whole video. So the beginning of it, if what he says is true and everything that happens, you're not a lawyer at that time. I don't know why they think that they can lawyer their way out of the situation. Even a lawyer on the phone. Some people like to call the lawyer on the phone. Even the lawyer on the phone will tell you just go ahead and comply with everything he's doing. I don't see why that's so hard.
Do you have a choice in this case? So I mean, let's talk about that. So you bring up a good point. So the officer makes a traffic stop, and clearly has probable cause to make said traffic stop. So he has legal authority to be there. The young man who's 17 years old, he's not a minor necessarily. In Texas anyway, 17, in his own business, to go to big boy jail, just like everyone else. So the police have the authority to be there. Does he have the authority to leave? Does Mom have the authority to just roll in there and jump up on the traffic stop?
No, because it becomes a chaotic scene at that point. One of the first things I would think that a police officer wants to do is to control the scene. And when she comes up, if she starts yelling, "You can't do this, you can't do that," that is not the place to actually argue legality, right? Yes, we can say that this stop was unconstitutional, unjust, and all the other stuff. We can argue all of that right then and there. I get it, right? There have been incidents where police have overstepped their boundaries. We get it, but he had probable cause. If he smells weed coming from the car, he pulls him over.
I mean, we didn't see video for the traffic stop. I think we can assume that the traffic stop was at least legal for custodial purposes to conduct investigation.
And that's what I think it is, right? Like I said, that's not the time to sit there and argue. And now she comes up and she's interfering with the whole investigation, because no matter what, they're still investigating. I think they're trying to find out if he's DWI, if he's even safe to even drive, if he has been smoking weed. He could have just lit it up, took one puff, but that could be just enough to say that that's a DWI. So that's what the investigation is about. Who knows? The police officer could have just let him go about his way. I'm not saying that he would, but if you're wrong, you're wrong. And he was smoking weed in the car. That's what he was trying to investigate and figure out. And
so are you okay with the amount of force that he used to take these two into custody?
Yes, I am.
So you'd be a no bill if this came across a grand jury that you sat on.
No bill.
Okay, Bruce Wayne, tell us what you think.
Yeah, I think the cop handled it well within his rights. And she kept saying, "Oh, it's going to be all over social media. Get my phone, find my phone." If they were trying to set up a sympathetic video, they failed on that front. They just looked like assholes. So no, I think it was it's a no bill.
So no issue with what law enforcement did to effect an arrest and put these two into custody. Yeah,
man, he was doing his best to keep both of them down. They were like, it's like playing whack-a-mole. They sure didn't make it easy on him.
I think
y'all heard me say that.
Too.
Y'all heard me say you never win fighting a girl as a police officer, because if you beat them, then you beat a girl's butt. If they beat you, you got your butt beat by a girl. This is a no-win situation this officer is in. Okay, so that's a no bill for Bruce. What about Big Ron? What's your opinion on this?
Well, I'm gonna have to quote the movie Waterboy. Mama, wrong again. This was a bad situation from the start. Definitely going to be a no bill for me. If she would have just stepped back and instead of trying to get her son into more trouble, we wouldn't have ended up with the whole family with a set of magic bracelets on there in the back of a police car taking a ride down the Gray Bar Hotel.
I'm impressed with the metaphors you were able to pack into that. Very good.
I was working on that. Thanks, buddy.
That's good. That's good. Keep working with that notepad. Fidgy, did you see enough of this to make a comment?
No, I didn't. I only got here when the cop was out of breath. And already had her in the car. I'm sorry.
No worries. No
Hi,
worries.
everyone.
Good evening, Fidgy. We're glad you made it.
Hi, Fidgy.
Okay, I want to now we're running into the legal layer of our panel. So let's talk about how many people are going to get sued over this. Lawyer Joe, what do you think?
Actually, on this one, I was impressed. I think the cop held his shit together very well. It makes me laugh because when my son was 17, if he got pulled over doing like 75 and a 55, and I would have pulled up, he'd have been like, "Please take me to jail. Please take me to jail before my mom gets a hold of me, please." Like, it would have been the cop. Yeah, the cops I know would have been like, "Oh no, she'll do far worse than we will. Good luck, kid." I don't understand. Like, if you're a parent though, and you roll and you're there and that happens, you just tell your kid, "You know what? Shut up and comply, and we'll take care of it from there." I think the cop did well, and yeah, I don't understand as a mom being that ignorant. I think the cop handled his shit better than I probably would have being a parent, because that woman, you're just making it worse for your kid, and now you caught a felony if he decides to.
So am I hearing a no bill on this?
Yeah, no bill. I'm sorry. I keep thinking about what it would be if that was my son.
I think there's something about an apple and a tree, about an apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And I think we maybe witnessed that here tonight.
Yes, we would. Yes, we did.
But let's go to Dr. Ahern. Dr. Ahern, what do you think about this? You see some some litigation going on? He's been having some connection issues, so I don't know if he's with us or not.
Unmute it, Doug.
You know, we're lucky to have him in some correspondence I had with him late this evening. He said, "I've got a house full of people," so I didn't think he was going to make it, and then he jumped on, so I'm pretty excited that he's here. So hopefully we can get his gear back up and running.
You know, despite him being from Texas, he's a really smart guy.
You can say that to yourself all you want, even in a mirror. It won't make it true. But okay. Let me give you my opinion on this. I think that you're throwing shade on anyone from Texas is a futile endeavor. But let me give my 2 cents on this. Is that no, absolutely. Quite frankly, if the mom had pulled up there and she'd been somewhat sympathetic about her son needs to obey the rules of the road and probably shouldn't be driving with marijuana in the car, acted like a concerned parent, that child probably wouldn't have got a citation. If she said she's going to take care of it at home, most officers, especially with the sheriff's office, probably would have let her go. But I think they got everything they deserved, and I hope that they're punished to the full extent of the law. There's no There's no civil behavior there, and that's not the way things are to go. Even if you thought that your son was being persecuted by the police or an unlawful stop, what you're doing there is not going to help your cause. It's going to make your cause worse because the law is on the police officer's side. Dr. Ahern, are you with us? You got your audio fixed yet, sir?
I'm not sure.
Well, I think we got you, brother. I think we got you.
All right.
Do you want to make any comments on this video before we go to the...
Yeah, I'm fighting the good fight. I apologize. No, look, a couple things. I'm going to echo what Joe was saying. Was I think that there was extraordinary restraint, and I know she's been involved in some of the civil rights lawsuits that I have in federal court. I've also defended. I defend a lot of officers at the same time, and there is such a balance. Anybody that's ever worn a badge for a living, the provocation that happens, especially now that we're in the age where everybody, wants to lawyer you, so on and so forth. But there was one thing in particular that I noticed was that the minute, and I believe it was the mom that had touched the arm of the officer. Is that correct, or was it the son?
I believe it was both. At one point, it was the son who was pushing and holding the officer's hand when he was trying to restrain his mother, but initially the mother was putting her hands on the officer. Yeah,
that's unequivocally a line that will not be crossed. And you know what? I would defend an officer any day for that. You're not going to go over the line, obviously, but from that point, you have a deadly weapon, right with you at all times. And the escalation, as y'all know, you've seen thousands of videos, can go from 0 to 120 very, very quickly. And the minute that you have a physical a touch, which is an assault, essentially like in Texas, pretty much all bets are off. You're gonna get. You may not go to jail. Don't get me wrong. That's the discretion of the officer. But you're going to get cuffed. You're probably going to get flex cuffed. You're going to be restrained. Period. You don't ever put your hands on an officer, especially whenever they're in a position like this where they're trying to control a scene.
So you don't have any problems if you were to sit on a grand jury, you would no bill any action that came across for the enforcement used here?
No bill. And then I think even once they started taking everybody into custody the way that it was done, I didn't see any excessive use of force.
I agree with that, and that's what this grand jury rules on this particular case. It would be no bill on anything. Let's go to Fresno, California. See how they do it there. The audio hasn't started yet, so I'm going to reenact it. Like, oh shit, that guy's driving fast. I'm going to curb him. So now he's calling it in, and he's in a pursuit. I think that guy wasn't drinking coffee. He would have spilled it.
Flat and roll. It's a dark colored Nissan truck. South on 8th. Eighth and Platte, shots fired, 1199. Suspect down. Suspect down. I've been hit at least twice. Down. Your hand. Show me your hand. Hand. Are you hit?
307, I'm gonna need 2 ambulances, one for me, one for the suspect. Yeah, where you hit, sir? Where you hit? My leg. Left leg. Okay, get a tourniquet. I got it. Left leg.
Is that it? Stop that.
Is that a Draco?
I can't tell what he's got.
Yeah, it looked like either a Draco or an AR pistol with the amount of fire coming out of
Yeah,
that barrel.
that's a big muzzle flash. So it could be.
All right, I'm gonna turn this down so we can jump on in this one. Fidji, what do you think about this video?
Yeah, that's a no, Bill. Well, wait. Did the cop shoot first? Because it almost looked like the cop shot, or like I heard the shot while the guy was jumping from his car.
What difference would it make to you?
Yeah, it really wouldn't, I guess. I guess it's not a he did it first type of thing, but yeah, it's a no, Bill.
Okay, Corey,
Hope
what do you
the
think?
cop was okay.
Looked like he got some leg shots. Yeah, everyone survived that, including the suspect on this one.
Okay.
Okay. I was just hoping that I'm just glad the officer's okay to hear that. 'Cause I was trying to see what was the probable cause, because with the no audio, all of a sudden he just hops up and just say, "Oh," and he hits the light and he starts running up on police. I don't know what the actual stop was for, but as you can see, he hopped out the car and he was ready to rock and roll, and he got what he was looking for. I'm surprised he survived.
The
But
original
hey,
stop was the gentleman had some warrants for his arrest, but the original nature of the stop was reckless driving. This officer was sitting still. That's why I say if he had coffee, he would have spilt it. But he was startled by the driving as he's going at such a high rate of speed past him that the officer goes to pursue. But if you'll notice, he put it down in like L1 or L2 for most of that
yeah, I
pursuit.
heard the
He was
engine.
running in high or low gear. But that was the reason for the stop, was reckless driving. But subsequently, he had warrants.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, well, they figured it out afterwards. But yeah, if he was driving at high rate of speed, yeah, that's something to put him over. That's a probable cause. And guess what? He got out ready to rock and roll. Said he ain't going back to jail. Unfortunately, he is going back to jail. And like he's going to do some time. No, Bill.
Okay, Fidgy, if you'll look at the video, let me go back just a tiny bit here. All right, now he fires the first shot as soon as he clears the cab. It's hard to see because you've got light wash coming back at this camera, but if you'll watch closely, you'll see the suspect get out of the driver's side. He makes the first shot before he clears or once he clears the cab.
Okay. Yeah, it was kind of odd. The guy kept there was one angle where it kept looking like he was going through the bushes and all. It was almost like watching a video game too. It was,
Do you see that?
it was from this
You can't
camera.
see him, but
Yeah,
you can see his legs
the
underneath
muzzle
the.
flash.
So yeah, so that's no bill for you, right, Corey?
Exactamundo, no bill.
Fidgy's a no bill. What does Bruce Wayne say about this?
That's a no bill for me as well.
You don't think law enforcement was a little aggressive there by trying to stop this guy when he was just out there minding his own business? I don't know that he was engaged in commerce.
Well, when you're recklessly driving, I think they have every right to stop you. So, nope, no bill.
That gentleman was traveling. He was not engaged in commerce.
He was not. That was one of the best videos.
Big Ron.
I love sovereign citizens.
Yeah, sovereign citizens are always a good show. Well, I'd like to start off by saying we have over 100 people watching so far, and if you guys could all like, share, repost, it'd be great. Help keep this content coming to you every Friday night. I'm going to go with the no bill. As one of my favorite lines, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
They handed out some there that night. So I think that's all of our civilian. Dr. Ahern, what do you think about this video? Lawyer Joe, you ready to go?
Yeah. First, I would like to say the cop was very calm, saying, "Yeah, I've been hit at least twice." He was just very calm about it. I mean, I'd have probably been, I don't know, at least a little pissed off, but he was just like, "Yeah, I've been hit twice." Yeah, there was no bill. The idiot was driving like a complete maniac and decided to shoot at the cop first. So, yeah, no bill. And kudos for that cop. Either he is a tough guy or he was pretending to be a tough guy. I don't know, but I can't imagine getting shot twice and not at least being reactive.
Okay. So you were impressed with his ability to take a bullet and continue the mission?
Yeah, I'm seriously getting shot twice in the leg. At least we've heard cops who've been shot like that who start screaming, like, just screaming, and I could understand why. But he was just like, I've been shot or I've been hit at least twice. And he was just so calm. It was just weird. But
and if you watch the video, it's hard you can't really watch the video and tell at what point was he actually shot during the video when he actually received the wound. So sometimes that happens with the body, though. It kind of shuts down and you don't really feel pain when you're in that state of mind. So you're no bill on this?
Oh, yeah, no, but absolutely no bill.
And I'm sorry, Joe. I think I got my audio fixed. If I could just mention something.
I'm ready for you now, sir.
Oh, Jesus, man. I'm having the worst time here. I apologize. There was a conflation in the issue about whether or not there was probable cause to make the traffic stop. And really, it's not really that relevant of a question, because that's only going to be whether or not there was sufficient evidence to make to reach a level of probable cause for the traffic stop. So that violation and the remedy of that is that you're not going to be able to use any type of evidence in court. So you're going to be able to suppress that evidence. Once the guy decides he's going to tactically stop and square up and start firing rounds at the cop, that's a completely different charge. So, it really doesn't even matter. Even if it was a completely bad traffic stop, right? The remedy is not, I can just start firing caps at the police.
So let me break that down, make sure I understand it. So what you're saying is, even if it wasn't a lawful traffic stop, that you would have to prove that later in a court, essentially.
That's correct.
The citizen's remedy to react to an unlawful traffic stop is not pulling out and start banging rounds off in the street. That's what you're saying. So even if the traffic stop was invalid, his acts were unlawful by shooting at the police and also it authorizes law enforcement to use deadly force to stop the use of deadly force against them. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, so far we're running some boring videos, but I think I've got some tonight that you guys are really going to flip over. I hope anyway. My assessment is exactly like everyone else's. Obviously, this is not a bill situation, no indictment on this. It would be a no bill for me. I found something interesting, though, that you don't really see in these law enforcement videos so much. But did you guys pay attention? I'm going to go roll the video back to. Okay, so the truck pulls in here. He stops. He intended to do what he was doing. I don't think he ran out of gas. So as he gets out, he begins to shoot. Now he goes to the prone, and he continues to engage. Then he changes his position. He's engaging again, and then he goes to the prone again to start engaging the officer. To me, that shows at least some tactical training. You're lowering your profile. You're making a more difficult target and giving you a stable platform to shoot from. So I wouldn't be surprised if this guy may be some prior military. Big Ron, did you pick up on that? Did anybody else pick up on that?
What was that? What did I pick up on, Joe?
I saw him get in the prone too.
The fact that the suspect goes to the prone several times during this engagement. And he moves, he didn't stay in one spot. He moves his position so that it's difficult for you as the aggressor coming at him to determine
I did see that. I almost thought he was shooting underneath the truck there at one point.
Well, they also didn't hit the legs. He could have skipped rounds off the pavement and hit him in the legs.
I thought he got hit.
That's what I thought.
Right.
Go ahead, Lawyer Joe.
I thought he got hit at first. That's why he dropped. I guess I didn't realize he was going in a prone position. But I agree with you. If that was it, yeah.
You can see at this angle real well.
Yeah, at one point he was almost in a push-up position.
Yeah, at first I thought he got hit, and that would make sense. But then he got up and ran. So, yeah, he's had some kind of training somewhere.
I mean, I wouldn't call him an expert infantryman, but at least he had the wherewithal to get down and lower his profile to not catch bullets so quickly. And by the way, this guy did not die. He survived and was charged subsequently. But there's our video. So let's go to Mississippi. See how they handle things at the dollar store.
Step over there, man.
I ain't doing
Put on my bumper.
I ain't doing that.
What you doing back over there at Dollar General?
I came from behind right here.
I didn't ask you that. What are you doing at the Dollar General?
I was coming from behind here, so I wasn't doing anything. I'm just
You've been standing up there by the ice machine. Don't.
It's Christmas. I'm just trying to get
I know
home.
what day it is. Don't
Yes,
stand
sir.
here and blow smoke up my ass.
Yes, sir.
You know you're trespassed from there. You've been told multiple times.
I just walked through. I ain't even going to the store, sir. I'm just walking.
You can't be on the property.
Yes, sir. I'm going to my mom's. I'm gonna go to my mom's.
Turn around. Put your hands on that.
Sir, I'm gonna go to my
Put your
mom.
hands on the bumper.
Sir, I'm
now.
not trespassed. I'm not trespassed. You
Put
can
your
go
hands
ask
on
him.
the
Sir, you can ask him. I'm not trespassed, sir. I promise you. I didn't do anything, sir.
Give me your hand.
I didn't do anything. Please. 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 I didn't do anything. You can ask him. You can ask him.
Get on your belly.
You can ask him, sir. I didn't do anything.
Get on your belly.
I didn't do anything, sir.
Get on your belly.
You can ask him. You can ask him. I didn't do anything. Mama. Please.
Give me your hands. Give me your hands.
I didn't do anything.
Those Funyuns
Give
on
me
the
your
ground?
hands.
There must be some Funyuns.
Give me your hands.
I didn't do anything. You can ask the lady. Just ask the lady. I didn't do anything. You gotta talk to her.
Give me your hands.
Talk to her, please. Let me go.
Give me your hands.
Father, please, Father.
You gotta put your hands behind your back.
I love it.
I'm gonna
I didn't
tell
do anything. I didn't do.
I'm gonna tell you.
You gotta tell me what I did wrong. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. People. Father, please forgive me. Father, please, I didn't do anything. You can ask him, sir. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Please, I didn't do anything.
Where's your taser?
I just asked the people. You can ask the people. I didn't do anything.
Drive study.
Sir, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Brother, please. I plead the blood of Christ. I plead the blood of Christ. I plead the blood of Christ. And I forgive me for everything I've done. Father, please. Father, forgive me. Father, forgive me.
I don't
Father,
like
forgive me.
tasers. Tasers don't work.
I'm so hot time. Lord, give you praise, Spirit. All that you go to do. In Christ's name.
That was a horrible impression of Jason, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't very good. No.
You can call. I
Yeah, it's
didn't
not
do
my
anything.
strong
You can
suit.
call him. You can roll your roll over. I didn't do anything. I didn't. I'm innocent. I didn't. You can ask the people. You can ask the people, sir. I didn't do anything. I'm innocent.
There's a lot there. He was at the store at another time, and it threatened some employees there. They gave him a criminal trespass. And what that means in Mississippi, I'm sure it's the same way like it is in Texas, is that if you're found, you get a warning. You're not the owner of the property doesn't want you on the property, whether it be a store, business, or house. As long as it's private property, the owner of that property who controls that property can say they don't want you back on the premises. And the mere fact that you come back to there, no matter what you're there for, to shop or whatever, when you come back there, then that is an arrestable offense. And what we witnessed was the returning to the Dollar General there in Pecan, Mississippi. I believe that's the way that's pronounced. But Big Corey, what do you think?
Big
All right, I'm
Corey,
back.
Ron and
All right.
Corey both answer at the same time.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Please,
Yeah, we got you.
please.
Okay.
Please.
Looking at it, and him. Sorry, I just letting the what's name, the legs up on his trailer. But yeah, he was trespassed. He went on a property that's still something that's a detainable offense. So he what's really on property? He knows that they let you know that you're being trespassed, that you're not supposed to be on any parts of the property. If I read right, were they dispatched again over there, or is it somebody that knows that he's not supposed to be over there?
He was trespassed several days before this occasion, and law enforcement was called again when he returned to the property after being trespassed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So so if he was trespassed again, then guess what? They don't know if he's coming back to do anything, right? They don't know if he's coming back to do anything. So yes, they were going to lock him up. He's saying he didn't do anything, but you broke the law.
Okay. What about the force you used to take this guy into custody for a misdemeanor offense, a low-level misdemeanor offense at that? I mean, that's a lot of force. Is that okay?
That's a lot of force. I'm not happy with the fact that he punched him. Also, I do think about the fact that he doesn't know what he has on him. Mississippi is a constitutional carry state, open carry state. That's not a big factor, but the thing is, he's trying to get him under control. He doesn't know if he's reaching for anything. That's one of the key criteria of that.
Okay. So you're okay with the force used, and that's a no bill for you?
That's a no bill for me.
Very good. Big Ron, give us your assessment.
Yep, this is again definitely going to be a no bill for me. This rolls back to some of the things that people may have seen me say on the twatters there with personal responsibility. We've talked about this in many shows before. If you would just comply with the police officers, if you think you're being wrong, let them do what they're going to do, fight it in court, and if they were wrong, you're going to win and you're going to get paid.
Okay, so no bill, you're not upset about the level of force used to take this guy into custody for a misdemeanor offense?
All he had to do was put his hands behind his back and comply with the police officers. They wouldn't have had to use any kind of submission actions to get him to put his hands behind his back, or more police officers come up to try to get him to do it. Again, it's personal responsibility. We've talked about it before. Just comply.
Very well. Bruce Wayne, what would your ballot vote be on this one?
Yeah, it's a no bill for me. I think maybe that first strike to the face, like they had a lot of officers there, maybe they could have forced him down, but he was resisting arrest, and they can use whatever force they need to until you comply. So it's a no bill.
Okay. Fidji.
Yeah, that's a no bill for me. The only point I want to make is Ron said during earlier that the tasers don't work, but in this case, he started self-exercising himself. exorcising himself. So apparently that taser was working. Maybe we should let Jason know the brand.
Yeah. I get you on the tasers, but it's a no bill. You have no issues with the level of force that was used to put this gentleman into custody?
No, I have no problem with that. He shouldn't have been there.
Okay.
He was resisting.
Lawyer Joe, your ballot would say?
You know I have a problem with the amount of force punching the guy, and it was a trespass. I mean, that is in most states a minor or I don't know how Mississippi does their misdemeanors.
Misdemeanor. It would be a
But,
misdemeanor.
well, in Ohio, we have like 3 levels and then like a minor misdemeanor. Trespass is no more than a second or third degree misdemeanor. So this is completely out of line. Completely out of line.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. How much force is it the officers, okay, we've reached this level of force, we can't do anything, and we don't have him in handcuffs, so they just let him go? What happens?
No, but you don't get to punch him and tase him over. It goes to the Graham factors, right? The seriousness of the offense or the alleged offense, and whether they're a flight risk. The seriousness of this offense is a trespass. It does not warrant that force at all. So I don't know.
What I'm asking is, let's say that they can't pull the tasers out because that's too much force. Strikes to some pain points along the legs and to the face, that's too much force. So when do the officers just say, okay, we just can't take this guy into custody? He hasn't committed an offense that's high enough, and the Graham factor just don't allow us to use enough force to put him into custody. So where is that level for you?
I don't know. I'm not a cop. I'm not the one who teaches this and I don't make the law. I just know the law. And you can't use that amount of force for a nonviolent misdemeanor. You can't. It's not. I mean, granted, in a place like Mississippi, I'm going to no-bill it because the cop's not getting charged anyway. They're just not. It's Mississippi. However,
Is he also committing an offense by active resistance with violence?
was he violent? Where was he violent? Resisting is not violence. So where was he violent?
I would say resistance is violence. It's non-complying, or he's definitely resisting. Okay, I'll take the violence part out. Do you think it's an offense? Is that a higher level offense than trespassing in your mind?
Well, of course it is. It's resisting, but here's the thing. What I have a problem with is the cop just started talking to him and immediately turns him around, and he's going to arrest him, fine. But then he starts getting way too aggressive unnecessarily, rather than, like Jason always says, just talk to him first. Like, talk to him, try to talk it down, try to get, don't just immediately within 60 seconds go into aggressive hands-on violence. So again, it's way beyond, it violates the Graham factors. The very first.
Well, hang on. You say Graham factors and you say way beyond, and I'm asking where that line is. You just can't tell me where the line is, but yet it's way beyond it.
I know that when I would take this to federal court for civil rights violation, I know that I bring in the whole, he was being arrested for trespass, and this is not proportionate. The amount of force used against him is not proportionate to what his alleged crime was. So
was it proportionate to the level of resistance?
No, I mean, how many cops are there? 4, 5? There's several cops there. So the punching him in the face and the kicking him or whatever he was doing, pushing him in the sides over a trespass. No.
Okay, so you're gonna be a indictment for
the cop who punched him in the face. Honestly, if you in this specific situation, I would probably no bill because because it's Mississippi. That cop is not going to get indicted. Like, he's not.
Okay, cheese and rice. Could you just be the grand? Is that the way you'd be on a grand jury? It's like, well, even if I indict him, he's not going to be convicted, so I'm not going to do it anyway.
Depending on the state, yeah, it depends.
I'm asking you, what would you do in this case? Is it a bill or no bill?
Personally, if it's me and we're not worried about the jurisdiction, I would indict for an excessive use of force.
Okay. Dr. Ahern, what's your opinion on this?
Well, we got a lot of things going on here. In the first place, listen, um, like I said, I wore a badge for over 20 years, and I'll tell you right now, they've already had traffic with this guy. Okay, obviously they know exactly who he is, so on and so forth. It is a trespass. Okay, it's a trespass. It's Dollar General. This almost becomes a point where it's a civil issue. That literally Dollar General has a lot of money to pay private security to keep that guy away to do whatever it is that they want and not necessarily call the cops. So let's start from that point. Secondly, I am in complete agreement with Joe that it escalated way too quickly. Okay, way too quickly. It's Christmas, it's this, it's that, so on and so forth. You could have worked it out. You could have talked this guy down. He escalated it. The police officer escalated it. Okay, he did. Right? It didn't need to get to that point. The whole idea about personal responsibility, given some of the statements that this guy was making when he was down, where he was praying, talking to God, so on and so forth, very likely whenever you have these criminal trespass issues like that, you've got mental health issues. And if you've got mental health issues, there is no rational or reasonable common sense behavior that you can expect. It's just not going to happen. And the more that you go out as an officer with a badge and a gun and you expect people to act a certain way, the more you're going to be disappointed and the more of these issues are going to happen. Now, I personally would not have indicted. I would not have sought indictment with these officers. But I'm going to tell you right now, you got a guy, like Joe was saying, you got 6 or 7 guys. There's one guy over there, the one cop that this guy looks like he played linebacker for frickin' University of Mississippi. He's about 6'4", going about 260. That guy right there. You know what? I mean, come on. We could have got this under control without having to punch him in the face, especially under camera. Now, having said all of that, I will also tell you that once you decide to make that arrest, and the fact that he starts pulling away, which is resistance, okay, there is a line that's not going to be crossed, okay, that he's not showing his hands. You don't know if he has a weapon. You don't know if he's got a gun. There was a recent killing of a young officer there in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Guy had only had about 2 years worth of experience. There was the suspect was paranoid, schizophrenic, delusional. All he did was approach him because of a trespass on a closed car lot. The car lot was completely abandoned. And he just walked up, hey, guy, what's going on? What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. He got too close to him, and the guy ended up plunging a knife into his chest, cut an artery, and he was dead within a couple of seconds. So the reality of what happens out on those streets, that's exactly, this guy's not showing his hands. Okay. Now, that punching somebody in the face is only going to get a specific reaction. There's a lot of different ways you can get people to comply. And honestly, wearing body camera, you should have been smarter about it. But be that as it may, once you're going to take him into custody, he's not showing his hands. He's not going down. I don't want to say all bets are off, but there is a major escalation, and it has to be controlled. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on in this video. A lot of stuff.
So you would be a no bill, but you would reserve the right to file civil suit.
Oh, no, absolutely. Not only that, absolutely. But I'll tell you what, as defense counsel, and I don't know if Joe's ever done this or not before, but I've actually asked for permission, from the prosecution to talk to the officer. You got an officer that's got 4 years worth of experience. You see something on a video, hey, can I talk to your officer? Is your officer willing to talk to me? Yeah, we are. Well, let me make you a better cop. Let me show you what I see. Well, let me show you right here where what you did was completely unsafe. Let me show you right here where you brought it to that next level and how it's going to get you in trouble.
Yeah, this is why I stick with appellate law, so I don't have to talk to people.
Yeah, except us, right? Yeah, I hear you. No, I understand, and it is complicated, and I mean, I recently had a lawsuit, or had a prosecution against a police officer that had been charged for like 6 or 7 years. I ended up getting the case turned over to me from CLEAT, which is the Police Officers Association here in Texas. where it was a groin strike, okay, against a suspect. And I ended up doing the research and found out that the FBI that had actually arrested my client had also contracted with the same people to show the exact same techniques. In fact, I was never able to get the full discovery, but that the FBI might have paid for some of the training that the police department had gone through. And I had ended up getting the people that had designed the use of force for that particular groin strike, that they were going to come in and testify. And at the end of the day, my client had already been out of a job for, 9 years and just wanted the case over. They ended up offering basically a time served misdemeanor. So the case settled out, but it was, a major use of force issue here in the valley where I live in South Texas.
Okay. Let me give you my assessment on this. I think the amount of force used was proportionate on this. They didn't use any force after he was in custody and had submitted, but until he submitted, they used pain compliance. I don't know about Mississippi and Texas. Officers use pain compliance to get compliance, especially in this type of situation. And a lot of times it doesn't matter how big that guy is. It is hard to get a person that is actively resisting when they're on their stomach to get a hand out. They could hold their belt. They could hold a belt loop. It's difficult. I would go pain compliance before I went to a wrestle situation. But I don't see a bill on this. I don't really see a civil suit, but that's 51%. And that's really the decision factor. Do I want beef or chicken at the wedding is the way that goes in my opinion. But legally or criminally, I don't really have an issue with. I agree with Dr. Ahern. These folks have dealt with him before. He's probably a local hook. They were familiar with the situation. It wasn't like the officer had to come there and find out why he was being called about trespassing. He knew it already. And this gentleman was just not compliant. The face strikes, I don't see that as serious bodily injury even, and that's not what none of the officers' use of force I think rose to serious bodily injury. At best, if it was on a civilian side, if you're looking at it, I think it's assault, basically. And I think they had the authority to do that to effect the arrest. Otherwise, here's what happens is we say, oh, well, that's too much force. Now we have to let this guy go. The officers, once we're going to put you in handcuffs, you're going in handcuffs and you're going to go to jail. We're not going to back down. And the law says that we shouldn't do that. But that's my assessment on it. I see a no bill whatsoever.
Joe, it's always beef.
Well, okay, yeah, you're right about that. Let's go to, let's see how they evict folks in Detroit, Michigan.
Where's got on
36th District Court.
1211 Adams.
Sherman, open the door. We are going to force the door open if you don't open it. If you have any issues, we can talk about it. '36th District Court, open the door. We will force the door open.
What is that?
You got any weapons in there?
I think he said 36th District Court.
Be quiet back there. You got any weapons in there? '36th District Court, forcing the door. Let me see if I can get it. 36th District Court, show me your hands. 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 Show me your hands. Get your fucking hands right where I can see them. What are you doing? Let me see what you got. No, I'm not going to use it. Let's just talk about it first. No. Relax, we got you. I don't give a fuck about that. It's okay. Get the fuck out of my house. Relax. Get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my house.
You got 12 step it up.
Set it up. We can talk about it. We can talk about. Get the fuck out of my shit. Listen, let's just talk. Out my shit, and we'll talk about it. Okay? Get the fuck out my shit. I don't give a fuck about that, homie. Listen. What about your family? Don't get back off me. What about your family, man? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. You ain't here illegally.
Let's talk about the paperwork, man.
They were closer.
You ain't here illegally, homie.
Redirect.
You ain't here illegally. That motherfucker said. You ain't here illegally, homie.
What's that in your hands?
You ain't here illegally. That motherfucking simple. You ain't here illegally.
Just relax, man.
That motherfucker said. You ain't here motherfucking illegally.
You got an image.
We're not seeing now. Well, we're supposed to do that.
Just relax, man. Can you call your family and let them know what's taking place? What can we do to resolve this? What can we do to resolve this?
You are here illegally.
Just listen. Number one, we will back up if you drop the knife.
Here illegally.
Let's do it.
Here illegally. You are in here. I got jump breath. Right up the third. You are in here illegally.
Clear the doorway.
You are in here illegally. Yeah, illegal guy. I'm bad here.
Yeah, but if you need
I want to sit around the golf.
Let's talk. Let's put the knife down and then talk about it.
I ain't worried about nothing, homie.
Listen.
I don't give a fuck.
Listen. Let's just talk about it. All right.
Ready when you're ready.
Come on. We can handle this a different type of way. We can handle this a different way.
Come
on.
How about this?
It's not going in.
What about
me right here? Me right here.
What can we do to resolve this?
My house. Get the fuck out of my shit.
Then would you like to drop the knife?
Fuck out my shit.
I will do that.
Fuck out my shit.
Listen.
You are in here illegally.
If you drop the knife, we'll leave.
We got guns pulled, all type of shit.
I can put it down.
Be in here. Use it already then. Use it already then.
Drop the knife.
You ain't been paid already to kill me.
Listen.
So use it already.
We're not here to kill you.
Yes, the fuck you are. So use it already. Why the fuck you here then?
We're here to make sure that you're straight.
You here?
What kind of medicine are you on?
Bro, why the fuck are you here?
Number one.
You don't know me.
Where's your paperwork? Let's start from zero.
Where's your paperwork in your hand? You the first one in here.
We will get you the paperwork, but you gotta talk to me first.
Second one.
Talk to me first.
First one, second one. Talk paper. I don't give a fuck.
We got paperwork right here. We got paperwork right here.
I don't give a fuck. Read it already.
This is the paperwork.
Read it already. Why you want to set up and read it already?
Do you want to see
Read it already.
or what?
Or they shut the fuck up.
Do you want me to shut the fuck up or
Read it
or you
already.
want me to read?
He's gonna read it for you.
You got a light in here? It's dark.
Read it already.
Oh, there we go.
Why your camera on red? It should be on green. Camera on red. It should be on green.
It's on red because it's
Why your camera on red? It should be on green.
Are you going to let me answer or are you just going to keep asking?
Camera on red. It should be on green.
My turn?
Go ahead.
All right. It's on red because it's recording.
Go ahead.
Okay. Would you like me to continue to read?
All of a sudden.
Are you ready?
No, you get off.
He's my boss. I got to do it.
Don't fuck fake shit.
Are you ready?
Ahead, man, because I'm going to anyway. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Walker, I can't see you guys.
Oh, my glasses.
Is that you, sir? And all occupants. Detroit, Michigan. Is that this location, sir?
Sure.
Are you Mr.
Say that address again?
Mr.
Say it all over again.
Okay. And all occupants. That means everybody else that lives here with you. That's this apartment, correct? You, Mr. Okay, you and everybody else in this place who lives here is being evicted to a court order, which is I have right here in my hand, which you just heard. And you acknowledge that you are.
State court, and why was no written notice to me for this court?
That's, sir, that is not my department.
Yeah.
My department here is just to keep the peace.
Well, this whole apartment is mine, belongs to me, so
okay.
Now I'm not going anywhere.
Now
this is how it's going in right here today. So
this is how we're gonna end it.
This is how it's going in here.
All right, let's do it then.
Let's do it. I'm waiting on. What you want?
Mr. Who else lives here besides you, sir? What are the other occupants?
No, the court already. I should be started already.
We should be what? I'm sorry.
No, the court already. I should be done over it already.
Done over the eviction? That's what we're trying to do, sir.
Well,
that's what's trying to get accomplished right now.
I'm not going anywhere, so now what? What's the next step? Yo.
You want us to just get stuff around you?
Do what you do.
Okay.
Think about none of that. That's not in my mind.
All right. Well,
What is the stuff? Where's your most important valuables
I ain't
at?
think about that either.
What about you? Now we're concerned about you now.
That's my concern.
Now that we read you that, could we trade now? Could we start from zero?
Well, now you can go.
Put the knife down and let us talk about it from here.
Either use your peace weapon or go.
We're not here for that.
Use your peace weapon.
We're here to
nighttime.
We're going here to de-escalate this. We had nothing but time.
Well, me too.
All right, we got nothing but time.
Where your court? Where judge at? Where brown suits at? You nigga Detroit? Where state sheriff's at? Because it's not a state job. It's only sheriff and court. So where your sheriff at? Now Detroit sheriff's job. Where your fucking sheriff at? Why you like, oh shit?
The steel thing, the brush-like thing, he's got those steel, steel spikes, and it's up to you. How do you want to handle it?
I've never seen a bailiff do any kind of law enforcement like this. Is this common?
Not in a lot of states. You just find out my
Relax, my man.
Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. Go.
I can't hear a fucking thing.
Oh my God.
I can't hear.
I got it. I'm so sorry. Radio bailiff 1, shots fired. Oh my God.
Get outside. Get outside. Get
Where's your shot? Where's your shot? Where's your shot at?
Everywhere.
I got a fucking tourniquet. Come on, Mercedes.
Where's that?
Are you okay?
Yeah, go this way. What's that?
No, good. I can't. My God. You okay?
Do I have any holes in me?
No. I don't see any stripes.
Right here. You good? Okay, good?
Okay.
You okay? Yeah. Everybody that's here, get them all together and get them outside on the sidewalk. Don't let them talk to anybody. You're good.
Huh? I was afraid he was coming at you, man.
And he's coming at both of us. That fucking taser wasn't working for shit.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's talk
Yeah,
about this.
Can you go back a page? Because that.
Yeah, I can't read that fast. I read fast, but daggone.
Well, if you read fast, I wouldn't have to do this, so that part of it you didn't have to tell me.
Oh no, I do read fast, but not that fast.
Well, do it.
I'm trying.
Okay, getting it skipped too fast. Okay. Okay.
All right, we good? Ready to talk about this one?
Yep.
Let's go to Corey. What do you think about this, Corey? This is Detroit, and they were serving an eviction.
No bill. None whatsoever.
Okay, Fidji, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Corey on that one. That's a no bill for me. It's a sad situation, but that's a no bill.
A lot of stories are sad. Big
Yes, they
Ron,
are.
what's your opinion on this?
Another one of those cases of the police officers going above and beyond, trying to de-escalate the situation, from what I can see, and didn't resort to lethal force until he was, I'm assuming, either had a gun or a knife. I couldn't really see, but either way, box cutter.
He
So
had one of those real thin blade box cutters.
that'll fillet a person open like there's no tomorrow. So
Right. And,
again,
well, a
the
portion
police
of the time
officer
while
had
he's
to do what
on
was
the
needed
bed,
to do.
a portion of the time he's on the bed, he's holding it to his own neck. But that's a no bill for you, right?
Definitely no bill for me, Joe.
Let's go with Bruce Wayne. Do you
Well,
have an
since
opinion
Ron
on
didn't
this?
say it, 21-foot rule. Yep, he assaulted them with a deadly weapon. No bill.
Okay, I think we're at Lawyer Joe. Lawyer Joe, what's your opinion on this one?
It's definitely a sad situation, and the fact that they called in crisis intervention impresses me. It's no bill because those guys, especially the lead guy, I think they did extremely well doing everything they could. But as soon as that guy dodged at the bailiff with his box cutter, I mean, that's the end of it. So no bill.
Okay, I think it's a no bill as well. The bailiff comment that someone made, it is unusual. A bailiff typically in most states are officers that work security in the court and do things that are ordered by the judge. But in this case, evidently they used their bailiff force to affect evictions. And this was an eviction. And this is a bad day. This is the worst job. I've never done it as a police officer. I don't know that I could have done it very often, is to go to people's houses and put their stuff on the curb and they have no place to live. But that's part of our civil process. And these guys are out making our wheels of justice turn by restoring a landlord back to his property.
Yeah. One thing is, I would think why they use the bailiff, because I know here in Illinois, the sheriff does the evictions. I think that's most throughout the country, but sheriff does
Well,
the
in
evictions.
Texas is a sheriff or a constable. A constable can do it. You'll see that quite often, but we don't have bailiffs that do any enforcement outside of a courtroom in Texas.
Yeah, and I wanted to. It's just this is a question. I mean, was it the bailiff that shot him, or was it the other officer that shot him?
One was the bailiff, and the other was the PD officer, DPD, Detroit Police Department, that had come.
So they both shot him?
Yeah, the officer that was in the far point of dominance in the room shot engaged first. When he turned back around and come back this way, back towards the doorway, that's when the bailiff engaged.
Yeah, he had the bailiff cornered with the box cutter, because looking when he goes around that bed. Yeah, and then if anyone has noticed, all of those weird writings on the wall. Then even when they came in, I don't know if the whole building was condemned. It looked like I thought the whole building may have been condemned, because one of the apartments in the beginning had a board up. So I don't know if the whole apartment building was condemned or they was just evicting him. But
Yeah, and I don't know what the terms of the eviction, whether it was eviction for non-payment or eviction because it's a condemned building. There could be a number of reasons why there was an eviction order signed by a judge.
yeah, this is still sad. It's a sad situation. They tried as much as they could, but I still ran same.
I thought it revealing the officers' conversation at the very end. A lot of people, I think that the officers celebrate the use of deadly force when it's an exact opposite of that. It's a sick feeling, and it's devastating, even for the officers that survive it. But with that being said, let's go to San Jose, California.
Okay, so what's going on?
He's grabbing dishes and trying to use them against me.
Who is this?
He's got the plastic knife.
And is he drunk or on any type of drugs?
I know he's drunk.
San Jose Police Department, come on, put your hands up. Horacio, San Jose Police.
Right there, no, I got 2 beds, and I got like a nightstand TV on the left hard wall.
Okay. Then there's an open door on the right that leads to another bed.
Yeah, on the right side there's another bed, on the left side there's a bathroom.
Okay. I'll go left, you go right?
Yep.
Okay. San Jose Police Department.
Horacio, come out with your hands up.
Horacio. San Jose Police. Here, stay on the kitchen for me. Is it on there? Oh, there he is. Hey, show me your fucking hands, dude.
Horacio.
Show me your hands, man. Don't be stupid right now. Okay, we're 1096 on the suspect in the back bedroom. All right. Show me both of your hands or force is going to be used against you. Do you understand?
Dos manos.
We'll wait for one more unit and we'll just pull them out.
Are they disguising somebody's voice in this?
Show me your hands. Los manos. Los manos.
Yes.
Los manos.
Your hands up. Your hands up.
He's on next.
Get back, dude.
Sam 3, shots fired, shots fired.
Stay back, stay back.
Back up, get back, get back.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Move back.
Everybody okay? Everybody okay?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Stay back.
Sam 3, 1 shot fired towards the suspect. Officers are okay. Unknown if suspect is hit. He's back in his bedroom.
Yeah, go outside, bro.
Get out of here. Hey, go.
Just go outside. Go outside.
Get out of here.
You guys good?
Yep. Hey, boss, go to the fucking street.
Back up. Get out in the front yard, please, sir. Thank you. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You good?
I'm good. Are you good, Singh?
Yeah, I'm good.
Just watch that back window for me. I'm gonna watch the front door.
Thanks for coming out for that.
Show me your hands. Los manos.
Los manos.
Los manos.
Put your hands up. Your hands up.
Manos arriba.
Manos arriba.
Hey, you're gonna get tased. You're gonna get tased. Hey, you're gonna get tased. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back, guys.
Sam 3, shots fired, shots fired.
Stay back, stay back.
Back up, get
Move
back,
guys.
get back.
Get out, get out, get out, get out. Move back. We're good. Stay back, stay back. It's okay, it's okay.
Yes, this is San Jose, California.
Unknown if suspect is hit. He's back in his bedroom.
Yeah, go outside, bro. Get out of here. Hey, go to the front of the house. Get out of here.
You guys good?
Yep.
I just opened.
Yep. Hey, boss, go to the fucking street.
Back up. Get out from the front yard, please.
I just hope when the police come to my house to kill me, it's in better order than some of these things that they. I don't want to be embarrassed.
San Jose Police Department.
Horacio.
Your hands up. Horacio, San Jose Police.
Nothing. No, I got.
He's probably upset pronouncing his name wrong. Horacio.
There's an open door on the right that leads to another bed.
You get mad because I said Horatio.
I'll go left, you go right?
Yep.
I think it's pronounced
San
Horatio.
Jose Police Department.
Horacio, come out with your hands up.
Horacio.
It's Horatio.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I keep my room straight. I don't want the law digging through my stuff like that after they kill me.
You think you can get under there? No.
Is it on there?
No, negative. I just lifted the bed.
How many houses you've gone into, Joe, in your career that were a mess like that?
Oh, there it is. Hey, show me your fucking hands.
It's not uncommon.
Horacio. Show me your hands, man. Don't be stupid right now.
But once again, we're usually not planned guests.
just stay out there, boss.
We have an opportunity to straighten up before we get there.
All right.
Looks like a child's room. I can't imagine having
Show
a
me
child's
both
room
of your
like that.
hands or force is going to be used against you. Do you understand?
He says, hell no, I don't understand. No speaking.
We'll wait for one more minute and I'll just pull them out.
Yep, right here, bro.
Show me your hands. Los manos.
Los manos.
Los manos, ¿qué?
Los manos.
Los manos, ¿qué?
Put your hands up.
Los manos, ¿qué?
Put your hands up. Manos arriba. Manos arriba.
¿Qué?
He's on that.
Los manos, ¿qué?
Whoa.
Hey.
Did she say that he has a knife?
Stay back. Move back, guys. Get out. Move back.
A real knife because the original collar said plastic.
It's okay. Watch. I'm turning the gas up.
He's back in his bedroom.
Yeah, go outside, bro. Get out of here. Hey, go outside. Go outside. Get out of here.
You guys good?
Yep.
Okay, let me explain what's happening because it doesn't show it in the video. Time has elapsed. This is a tactical team that was called in. They called this a barricaded person. They didn't know if he was injured or not. But this is the tactical team making entry into the house.
And does she have a staccato?
A staccato?
Are you jealous?
Yeah, it looked like she had a staccato.
You're jealous, aren't you, Corey? You want yourself a staccato too.
Yeah, yes,
I can't see anything but the shadow.
No,
I can't imagine.
Look, in the very beginning of the movie, no, not the movie. In the very beginning of the video, you can see the Texas star, or the star on the gun.
Hey, suspect, come on out. Show me your hands. Make some noise. Some noise. We got noise.
I don't know if the police department would spring for staccatos for everybody there, Corey. To you?
Come out and I'll recall the dog.
Actually, I know one in Texas is about to do that.
Really? They're going to outfit the whole department with staccatos?
That's what I'm hearing.
That's some money.
Mission. You be voice. Where is he? Push in. I gotta get to the dog. Push in, right? Push in. Show me your hand. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Do it now. Show me your hands. I'll take the dog off. Straight back. Straight back. Make a hole. Make a hole. Ow. Make a hole.
Well, he has no mens rea. He went to bed. He did nothing wrong.
Make a hole.
You have to let him go. No mens rea.
Stand by. I gotta let the dog get out of the way.
Mio just needed a nap.
Dog out. Dog out. Dog out. Make a hole. Dog out.
All right, we can keep watching the different camera views of going in and taking this guy out. He didn't die from injuries. In fact, I can't remember if he's actually even shot. But let's jump into that. To Corey, what are your opinions on this one? Would this be a indictment or a no bill in your situation on the use of force law enforcement used?
No bill. Yes, no bill at all. I just a few tactical. I mean, well, not even just tactical. The house was a mess, so that makes it difficult for officers to navigate through, and it makes it difficult for them to actually, find him and get to him and everything else. So yeah, it's crazy. And he said he had to. I think they disturbed his beauty sleep. So yeah, I think they were wrong for that. That he wanted to go back to bed, and then they came in again and disturbed him. So they should have just let him sleep it off.
Okay, so that's a no bill for you. I'm catching that.
No bill.
Okay, Fidji, what's your ballot going to say on this grand jury ballot?
Whatever the department is that oversees like children's health needs to be called because this place is disgusting. And I didn't just see a crib; I saw different toys and things like that as well. Yeah, I have a no bill on him.
Okay,
But,
Bruce Wayne. I'm sorry, Fidji. You had more to that.
But that house is just disgusting. I don't know how anyone can stand to live like that.
You would be surprised if you were in law enforcement how unsurprising that is.
I'm done.
Yeah, it's a no bill for me.
Okay, Big Ron.
So you're saying that's the norm and not the exception for the way the house looks?
I'm saying that it's not as rare as you think it would be. That's all I'm saying. And obviously, everyone's different.
That would drive me crazy.
And once again, remember, we get called to people's houses the worst times, divorces and breakups where people have got bags packed or somebody's gone loopy and destroyed the home. The things I think that will bother you the most is when you see it and that ain't fresh. It's been there for a while. And I think you saw some of that in that home there. The clothes piled up in the corner and laundry hadn't been done for a while. But that's just, unfortunately, it's just not as uncommon as some might think.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's going to be a no bill for me. Again, another one of those situations of the fuck around and find out.
Okay. Lawyer Joe.
Yeah, no bill. Stop sending the dog in first, though. The dog could get hurt. I don't like that. But other than that, no
It's
bill.
literally the job. That's what the tool. That's what they're there for.
Anyway, no bill.
Did I miss a dog? There was a dog there?
Yeah,
the,
there was a
and
dog.
The SWAT team went in and licked the guy on the face to wake him up so they could put him in handcuffs. I'm absolutely a no bill on this. I think that officers acted appropriately. I will give it. There seems to be a reluctance for officers to go hands-on. I think when they caught the guy in the clothes, that'd been the time to get on it. But aside from that, no bill. All right, I want to.
He was a sniper, so that was his urban fit that he had to put on in order to blend in.
The dirty laundry ghillie suit. I hear they're popular.
The dirty laundry
popular
ghillie
in
suit.
the environment. Yeah, in the urban environment. You'd fool me. I would have never thought about it.
I've seen the trash ghillie suit, but never a dirty laundry one.
Yeah, that's a new one. See,
now that you say that, I've seen a lot of people that try to hide under clothes or bed covers that are piled on the floor. So that's a thing officers typically do is kick it when we're looking for someone. Let's go to
there was
Louisville,
this one
Kentucky.
Okay. I was gonna say there was one time in Louisville. Not
Where's your
Louisville.
emergency?
Go ahead, Corey. Don't let me interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. It was this one time in on Cops where they were walking by and a guy hid under one of the little kiddie pools, and just one cop was like, "Oh," and he kicked it over, and the guy was in the fetal position. It's amazing where they try to hide that.
Well, in all fairness, you try to hide where you're not going to get caught. So you do the best you can when you're on the run like that. Let's listen to this 911 call. This is out of Louisville, Kentucky.
911.
Mamá, ¿por qué me rompieron el pullover?
911, where's your emergency? This is 911. Do you have an emergency?
Hi. Mama, I got an emergency.
Okay.
Here.
What's the address?
It's a 6610 Eaglewood Drive.
6610.
My mom wanna kill me.
Okay, 6610 Eaglewood Drive. Is that a house or an apartment?
Eaglewood Drive.
Is that a house or an apartment?
It's a house. It's my house.
What is your name?
Joel, Yoel.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
Nápoles.
What's going on there?
Let me talk to my. I just need to go to the hospital because I just feel a little bit bad. It's my sister. She doesn't want me to go to the hospital now.
Okay, so...
Selena. Well, it's okay. What? Mama! My mom!
Okay, so are you needing an ambulance? Okay, Joel, I need to know what's going on there.
He's preoccupied.
Where's your emergency?
Come on, dispatcher. For real?
Yeah, they ain't answering her.
Obviously, you could hear those issues. Send whoever you send.
Maybe it's their training. Maybe she's just trying to do a job.
There's so much confusion on this phone call. I have to give it to the 911 dispatcher.
As long as she's dispatched the proper people. What is the emergency? I mean, it just seems pretty clear.
Nine 911. 911, where's your emergency?
The 911 operator keeps asking where the emergency is. Am I wrong to not say that they can trace the line to know exactly where it's coming from?
The guy told her. He gave her the address like when he first called.
This is 911. Do you have an emergency?
It sounds like it.
y'all remember when I talk about Jason's 3D response for school safety? Take that 911 call into account when there's a problem at your kid's school. How long do you want them to talk on the phone like that? Does everybody understand what's happening? What the 911 call was about?
I don't understand what it was about. I mean, yeah, that's what I was
What we have is a
thinking.
domestic that really wasn't declared, but they've got a deranged person with a knife that's at this house,
Okay.
and that's causing trouble. And now law enforcement are arriving, stemming from that 911 call.
Do they know the person? Is the person like a resident?
Yeah, family member.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's going on, but he just shut the door in my face. What's going on?
Nothing.
Probably looks like he's had some kind of
We need about
that down.
35 more languages.
Put that down.
To deal with an emergency situation.
Whatever's in your hand, put that down.
He's not being in the. Joy, por favor.
Okay.
Range, if you put beans in the chili, it's an executable.
Just whatever you have in your hand, just put that down.
I'm okay in my house.
I know, just put that down. Just put whatever's in your hand, put that down. Just the thing. Put that down. Yeah, put that down.
You see the American flag? Is that a Cuban
Yeah, just
flag
put that
next to it
down.
on the wall there?
Yeah, there's a Cuban flag next to it. I knew the dialect.
Did anybody speak English?
It was maybe Costa Rica. I wasn't
So
sure.
what's going on?
He's my brother. He's bad. He's upside. I don't know how.
Is he high? On
yes,
drugs?
it's a little high.
On drugs?
I don't know.
Okay.
He's a little aggressive. I can't speak too
That's
many
okay.
English.
That's okay.
Sorry. My mom and my dad, they are nervous like me.
Does he live here?
Yes, he's the older. He's my brother. Actually, he's fine.
Does he take medicine?
No,
No.
he don't want it.
He don't want it? Okay. Do you know what he's been diagnosed with?
No.
Do your parents know? Has he been diagnosed with anything? He hasn't?
No, never.
Can you ask him if he wants to see EMS?
He don't want it.
He don't want nothing?
No.
I'm Christian. I'm gonna go to the church.
Joey, por favor, para. Habla con ellos. Yo no me que quieren hablar contigo.
Does he want to go to the hospital?
I don't know.
Hmm?
I don't know. Sorry.
What's his name?
Joel.
Joel?
Yes.
Does he speak English?
Yes.
He does?
Sí, yes.
Joel!
Joel, mira.
Joel! Joel!
Joel, yo no
Joel.
sé que quieren hablar contigo.
Can you talk to me?
Yeah.
Can you talk to me?
The police, but this is my house. I'm gonna go to the police house.
What? What?
Ábrele, ellos no te van a hacer nada.
Can you just talk to me through the screen?
Ellos
He
no
don't have to come outside. Just talk to me
Mira,
through the screen.
ellos no quieren hablar contigo. No tienes que abrir la puerta, solamente por ahí por el cristal.
We've got more cars. Can you just talk to me through the screen?
Él solamente quiere hablar contigo por el cristal.
Can you just talk to me right here?
No, I'm gonna talk with you. This is my house.
I understand. I just want to talk to you right here.
Joel,
Can I talk to you right here?
Ellos no que quieren hablar contigo a través del cristal.
I don't want to come inside. I just want to talk to you right here. Can you tell him I don't need to come inside?
Él no quiere ir adentro, ni que tú salgas. Él solamente quiere hablar contigo por el cristal. Joel, solo por el cristal, háblale. Él no quiere entrar.
So tell me he's not in trouble. Tell me he's not in trouble. He's not in trouble.
Mira, Joel, no estás en problema. Joel, mira, no estás en problema. Ellos nada más que quieren hablar contigo, por favor. Ábreme, mira, por aquí, por el cristal. No tienes que salir, mira, papá, déjalo, mira. Está bien, déjalo que él abra, déjalo con calma. Con calma. Tú quieres, ella nada más que quieren hablar contigo y tú no estás en problema.
He doesn't have to come outside. He can stay right there. I just need to talk to him.
Déjalo, papá. No hagas nada, déjalo. No hagas nada, ellos se van a encargar de todo. No hagas nada, ¿ok? Ellos nada más que quieren hablar con él.
I just want to talk to you right here. Right here. Okay, that's fine. Can I talk to you right here? I'm not coming in. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to stand right there and I'm going to talk to you through the window. Can you just tell him I'll talk to him through the window right here?
Joe, mira, ellos nada más que quieren hablar contigo por la ventana, ven. Joe, no hagas nada. Joe, por favor. Joe, deja eso, por favor. Joel, que te pueden disparar, por favor.
Come here.
Joe, por favor. Joe.
Give me the tones. He's just grabbing a knife.
Joe,
Come here. Come here. Oh, you're okay. Come on. Yeah, I know. We got a situation down here. We need probably a sergeant down here.
No. Don't stay in the house. This way.
Six Adam. He's got a huge butcher knife in his hand. His dad is inside. I got his mom and dad outside. Drop that knife. Drop that knife. Drop that knife. Drop that knife.
Stay in the house. Stay in the house.
Drop that knife. Drop that knife. Drop that knife.
No. Stay.
Drop that knife.
No te vamos a dejar acercarte, no te vamos a dejar acercarte. Ella no te vamos a dejar, eso que tienen en el eléctrico,
Stay. It's a glass pot. It's a glass pot.
Benito, por favor.
6 Adam. Everybody's out of the house now.
Benito, por favor.
Actually, Range, they probably should because the dude is obviously in severe mental crisis.
Yeah, they're on their way.
Joe, please. Ven, habla con ellos. Deja el cuchillo adentro, por favor.
Joel, stay there. Just stay there. Stay there. Joel, just stay there. Okay, stay there. Stay there. Sit in that chair right there. Sit in that chair. Sit in that chair. Sit in this chair right here.
Cross on him.
Right there. Right there. Sit in that chair. Sit in that chair. Just sit in the chair. Just sit in that chair.
Is that a piece of shot glass in there?
No, it's part of that pot. It's part of that pot that he's got.
Yeah, it's still sharp. Tell him to drop what's in his hand.
Put that down. That's in your hand. Put that down.
Everything. Everything but the book. Everything but the book.
Yes. Put there. Good. Thank you.
Tell him to put both hands on the book. There you go. Like that.
Just keep both hands on the book.
One up.
No, don't pick that up.
I have my Bible, please.
This is Louisville, Kentucky.
Please. I'm not gonna do nothing. Please.
Tell him to drop it. Two hands.
Put that down. Put that down.
Okay.
I need vet in here for this one.
I'm sorry.
Thought he'd enjoy it.
We're to that stage. He's just very erratic. He's dropped the knife now, and he's got like a plant pot. Stop. Turn the alarm off. Turn the alarm off. Turn the alarm off. Turn the alarm off. There you go. Put the keys down. Put the keys down. Put the keys down.
puedes estar ahí. Joey,
Don't hurt me.
no lo estás ayudando.
No, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. Keep. Okay. Tell them to go behind. You guys go behind the car.
Go behind the car.
No, no. Joel, sit down. Sit down. Joel, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down and drop the keys. Sit down. Yes, yes. You can still hold it. Just sit down. Perfect. Right there. Stay right there. Perfect. 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 No, sit down. Sit down.
Can I stay? Please. Can I stay in my house, please? Please, my family.
I never said you couldn't. Sit. Sit. Sit.
Please, my family.
Turn it off. Turn that off.
Please, I know what I'm
Huh?
Where's my family?
They're right here. Your family's right here. They're right here. Turn the alarm off. Turn the alarm off. Turn the alarm off. Put that knife down. Put that knife down. Joel, put that knife down. Put that knife down. Put the knife down. Put that knife down. Put that knife down. Put that knife down. Just sit. Put that knife down. Put that knife down. Put that knife down. Put. Don't touch that knife.
I'm not touching. I'm not touching the knife. I'm Christian.
I understand, and so am I. And so am I.
Okay.
Do not reach. Put that knife down.
Okay, I will put the knife down.
I want you to sit right here at this chair. I want you to sit right here on this chair. Right here on this chair.
Okay, for my sister and my dad. Please. And because I confuse everything, please. I'm Christian.
Turn your sirens off. Turn your sirens off.
Please. Don't hurt them, brother. Please. I don't want to. Don't do nothing to my sister.
Nobody's going to do anything, Joel. We just want to talk to you and figure out what's going on.
Okay, okay. Don't.
I just want to figure out what's going on. Nobody's in trouble, no nothing. I just need you to come out here and sit on this chair. Hey.
Is there another way out?
Yes, yes. Come out the chair. Come out and sit in that chair. Sit in that chair. Sit in that chair. Sit in that chair. I just need you to sit down so we can figure it out. I understand that. Nobody's taking you from your house. Nobody's taking you from your house. Nobody's taking you. Nobody's taking you. They're right there. They're right there. Nobody's taking you anywhere. I need you to sit down. I need you to sit right here in this chair. No, I need you to sit away from that knife. I need you to sit away from that knife. Sit right here. Sit right here. It's right in front of him. Just sit right here. Sit right in there. Come out here and sit in this chair. Turn the alarm off. Drop that knife. Don't pick that knife up. I got it. Drop that knife. Drop that knife. Drop that knife. Drop that knife. Come out here and sit down. No, get back. Get back. Just get back. Just get back. I just need you to turn your alarm off so I can talk to you. Turn your alarm. There. Now throw the keys on the ground. Throw the keys on the ground. Throw the keys on the ground. Throw them on the ground so you don't turn it on. Thank you. Thank you. Now come out here and sit in this chair so I can talk to you. Come back and come here. Drop that knife, Joel. Joel, drop that knife.
Okay, I will drop it.
Drop the knife. Throw the knife out here.
Drop the knife.
Throw the knife out here.
Can I drop it?
Throw it out here.
On the ground. On the ground. I will drop it.
Throw it out here. Throw it out here.
What is my mom?
Throw it right here.
What is my mom?
Throw it right here. Throw it right here. Throw that knife out here.
Oh, please. What is my mom? I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm Christian. I'm Christian.
Stop.
I'm Christian.
Stop.
Back up. Get away from him. Get away.
Knife's clear. Go hands on.
Med bag.
Neck bad up now. Cut him open. I need dry hands. Open this up. I need dry hands. Give me dry.
Okay, there's the video, folks. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. I got this directly from the Louisville Police Department, so it doesn't have the background like I get with some of the other videos. I believe the person deceased. So let's go to Corey. Grand jury member Corey, what's your vote on this?
No, Bill, it's a sad situation. I mean, they tried so many times to defuse it. They tried to at least, have him sit there. They tried to, of course, he's going through a mental episode. Whatever's going on with them, it's still about the public and the officer's safety. It's a sad, like I said, I'm sorry to see it, but it's a sad situation. And no bill.
Got a no bill from Corey. Fidji, your opinion on this one?
Yeah, that's a no bill. I kind of wish the video was better at the end. It looked like he was coming towards him and all, but everything kind of cut out and stopped. But going off of the information we saw, I'd say no bill. It's so unfortunate. And I know we kind of kid around about the social worker and all, but that officer did a good job. I'm not going to knock him on that. He was pretty patient. He told him to turn the sirens off. He got the sister out of there, thankfully. And so, Bill, just tragic.
Okay. Big Ron, your assessment of this?
I'm going to go with everybody else and be a no bill on this one. Those officers definitely tried for a long time to get him to put that knife down, and the situation was just bad all the way around. He was definitely having a mental episode, and there was no way that he was comprehending what they were saying. In my mind, his mind was definitely other places. So again, no bill, just a tragic situation for everybody, the officers and the family.
Fidji, does that help you with the freeze frame there? He's got his knee up. He's coming forward with the
Yeah.
knife in his right hand.
Yeah, I saw it. It does bring up a point. I did mean to say something about that. Was translation software is getting better and better, but you think with all the illegals in the country in the various languages, it's got to be really tough on 911 and officers as well, with a pretty major language barrier.
Yeah, a language barrier is a problem when you're trying to negotiate someone and talk them down out of some sort of issue they're having.
I'm very surprised the tech isn't better on that. Like at 911, anyone who's been in like a dispatch center, do they have like a screen where you can get kind of a closed caption
what most
translation?
agencies used are trained translators on a phone that's got two receivers essentially, so they can bring a translator directly into the conversation.
Yeah, that needs to be like automatic. It needs to be an automatic translation. I mean, you can do that with your phone, basically. I don't know why it couldn't be done on 911 software without having to really involve someone else, because then you have to wait for them almost. But
your 911 dispatch doesn't look like the CSI lab on TV. They're usually running a few years behind. It's expensive to keep that equipment moving, and it has to be the same in every department.
Yeah, there's a
in a
big
state anyway.
center for that in Huntsville actually, and one of the companies out there is handles like 911 software and call-ins and stuff. The other thing is you'd like to see almost something with a, I don't know how they would do it, but they've got the glasses now that kind of can put things up on the lenses where the person wearing them can read them. And I
How
think a
about this?
translation
How about how
would
we
be
make
kind
it
of
make it a
cool.
what if we just made it a requirement that be in this country you need to learn English?
Yeah,
It
but
would benefit people coming here a lot more than law enforcement officers learning Spanish or whatever language that needs to be spoke to
I
you whenever you
agree.
need a service.
I agree, but in the inner room, if you could make that happen in the inner room, you still need like an earpiece or something that's doing a translation there.
Okay. Hey, let me get on. We're getting down on time here.
Yep.
I think I'm at Bruce. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, a sad situation, but it's no bill for sure. Cops are very patient. Yep, no bill.
Okay. Let's go to Lawyer Joe.
Yeah, I agree with everyone else. There was nothing that was going to change that situation if that guy was having a mental break. And honestly, in that situation, I'd have probably seen if like the family had a priest or something that might have been able to talk to
So
him. But
how long do you leave this guy in there with a butcher knife? They called law enforcement because he was violent towards his family. His father
well,
is still
right,
in
but
the house with him. So how long do you leave him in there?
no, all the family got out. It said that
Except for the
everyone got
father.
out.
Except for the father.
I swear it said that at some point he got out too. But I mean, that's different if there's like someone in there. I thought the father got out. So if the father got out, like Jason always says, you have all day. I mean, you've got all the time in the world to try to figure something out. But if there was an innocent still in there, then yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
let's say the father's not there. Do you don't think they took enough time there? They didn't shoot him until he come at them with a knife. They
I know, which is why I
in
said
fact
though,
didn't even gain any ground.
he kept bringing up that he was Christian and that he had his Bible. That's obviously something that was meaningful to him. And if he's having a mental breakdown, that's something to connect with him on. And that's where the cop was like, I'm a Christian too. I'm a Christian too. So I don't know. For me, that's where I would think this, okay, I don't want to kill this guy because he's obviously mental. So you ask the sister, the family, whoever, do you guys have a priest? Is there someone he's close to? Someone we can get who he will listen to? Who knows how to get through to him? I mean, I didn't really think that would be that big of a deal if you're, everybody jokes about calling it a social worker.
Well, we're running out of time, so let me speed things up. The problem with bringing a social worker in is that we don't bring ambulances into a hot situation. This would be considered a hot situation that's not under control. If they ambulance, I'm sure was called on this, but they're going to stage down the street. They're not going to come onto the scene because these people are not trained to deal with violent situations. The same thing with a social worker. A social worker couldn't just go in there, walk in, and have some sort of authority. They're not police officers, and they're not trained to deal with someone with a 12-inch butcher knife. The same that would be with a preacher. If you bring the preacher on scene, now you got to control the civilian that's there to try to assist. You couldn't allow him to get any closer than the officers were. Would it have helped? Maybe. I think the biggest barrier that law enforcement had on this particular deal is not being able to speak the language. When you're able to talk to folks that are in these type of psychoses, I'll say they're having a mental issue that's flaring pretty badly. There's sometimes you'll get some points of levity while you're talking, and if you can speak the language, you can take advantage of the nuances of that and maybe get some sort of a breakthrough. But they didn't have a chance on this. And if you'll pay attention to the way the sister was translating, she wasn't translating what the officer was asking her to. She would form it up. In fact, a lot of times he would ask her a question that I think he really wanted her to ask the brother to begin a dialogue, and she would just answer the question. Does he want to go to the hospital? No, he didn't want to go to the hospital. And I think I want you to ask him that. Hey, let's go. I'm not here to take you to jail. I'm here to take you to the hospital. I'm here to help. So I don't think translation sometimes does well, and I think this is one of the reasons that law enforcement try to stick with trained translators, especially on the 911 system. And this system I'm talking about, an officer can patch through in the field and be able to use the translation service. But there's some very particular things that when you're translating, you need to translate it correctly because it could make things worse. But I agree on this.
There, though, sorry,
ahead.
it said everyone was out of the house. Sorry.
He said that. He did say that. He said everyone was out of the house with the exception of someone, but I think he meant the mom and daughter are out of the house. But because we can go back to what the daughter said when she arrived, and that he's in there with my father.
No, I was just saying, though, it said on the screen, he said everyone's out of the house, but it was like
The officer did say that at the end, and I'm not 100% sure the father was still in there. But okay, what difference does it make for you at this point?
I was just trying to figure out the situation, attention to detail, figure out what the situation was.
I think the officer's in a position they can't leave it alone. They can't drive away from this. They've got to deal with it, and they've got to get the situation secured and safe for all parties. And that includes this person that's having an episode. But at the end of the day, they can't just stand there and let a guy stab him with a 12-inch knife because he's having a mental issue. All right, that's all the videos we're going to have a chance for, folks. That is the end of our show. If you're watching us on X, or if you're watching us anywhere, you want to join us on X, we'll have an after party in about 20 minutes. If you find me on X, if you're not following, you should. Shoot me a DM, and I'll make sure you get a personal invite to the after party, and we can continue the conversation and talk a little bit more about this. But great show, and I'm glad that each and every one of you were able to attend tonight. This is our last show for our last show for the grand jury in 2024. The next one will be a 2025. We've got some brand new looks for us in the new year and brand new things going as far as podcasts on some of this stuff that we're going to be kicking out. So we appreciate all the support. We appreciate all the good comments that we get, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys. We'll see you in the after party. Thanks.
Hello.
No.
And did you ever get any money from Maya Lansky?
I never got money from any of those fellas.
None of those
fellas. None of these that I've been reading about, and none that I knew. They never gave me anything.
None of the Chenets?
No. I don't even speak to it. I mean, I met that Charlie once or twice. I don't even talk to him.
You don't like him?
No.
Night Court with Joe Lanou, live on X.
Also known as Duck Corella.
I refuse to answer on the grounds of made attempt to
You got any business?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of attempt to criminal.
You have any profession?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of made attempt
You have
to
any
criminal.
occupation?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of made attempt
Are
to
you a
criminal.
known racketeer?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of made